break it down with DJ C Combat.
There's 5 stages of grief. I don't know if I'm getting it in the correct order, but I know there's anger, then there's denial, depression, and then bargaining and acceptance. And right now, Aljamain Sterling is in that denial phase of grief following his title loss at UFC 292 to Sugar Sean O'Malley, not even like 11 days since. And this guy is already like coping hard over the loss, being delusional about the loss. So I saw a clip on Instagram from his podcast with Bradley Martin. And for once, Bradley Martin was the voice of reason, and usually he's not, from what I heard. But Aljamain Sterling said he wants his rematch with Sugar Sean, which is no surprise, but his reason is so stupid. It's because he wants his definitive answer, and the ending of that fight wasn't definitive. But I want to know, what wasn't definitive about the fight, Aljamain? He knocked you out. He finished you. He put you away. Regardless of what you thought about the stoppage, he dropped you. It took you forever to get up and respond and recover, and the ref had enough and said no more. You lost. He finished you. He defended your takedowns, and then he stopped you. That's all there is to it. And he only needed 2 rounds to do so. That's all there is to it. I mean, I can't think of anything more definitive than what O'Malley did, but his reasoning was, well, for one, the stoppage was bad, but Bradley Martin did say, well, you took a lot of unanswered shots and you turned over, you were face down, exposed the back of your head, and he said, if I'm the ref, I'm stopping that fight, because that's like a submissive position right there. Like, that's a position of you're done. And then Sterling said, oh, can you punch me in the back of the head though? And it's like, okay, so you were again trying to take advantage of the downed opponent rules, like what you do with the when you're going for a takedown, you're on your knees and stuff. You purposely exposed the back of your head in hopes that Sean would hit you there so you could get a DQ win. Well, joke's on you, Aljo, because that worked against you and it got you finished. Karma is not a bitch. Karma is a mirror. And this is a perfect case of karma for Aljamain Sterling right there. And then another thing that Aljo said about the fight and why it wasn't definitive is because, well, he only caught me because I rushed in. But what did Sean do that was exciting before then until I rushed in? How does the fight go before then? And Bradley Martin was just like, well, you rushed in. Too bad. That's your fault. It's just so stupid. Like, yeah, O'Malley was playing it cautious and safe and was waiting for you to make a mistake. But Aljo, that's your fault. You made a mistake. You're the one who chose to rush when you didn't have to make the fight exciting, and you paid for it. All you could say, Sterling, is, you know what? It's my fault. I should have been patient. I shouldn't have rushed when I didn't need to, and I paid for it. I got caught. Sean was better that night. It is what it is. I'll be back. I hope I get a rematch, but regardless, I'm going to try to work my way up and just give Sean his respect and just be humble. Damn, Aljamain. A lot of fighters, when they lose, though, especially a lot of long-reigning champions who haven't lost in a long time, and they get a win streak snapped, they can be pretty delusional, and they can be in denial. I mean, Wei Li, when she lost the belt, to Rose, she was delusional, had a bunch of excuses. Happens with a lot of world champions when they lose. Happened to Aljo's buddy Chris Weidman when he had his first loss. So Aljo's going through it. It is what it is, but he's just continuing to make himself unlikable and continuing to make himself look like an absolute clown. And okay, Aljo, say you get your rematch and you're looking for that definitive answer. What happens, Sterling, if Sean O'Malley beats you again, and let's say he beats you in similar fashion as last time, you know what I mean? Or you lose by any means possible, whether it be knockout or decision, then what will you say? What will you say then if you end up losing twice to the same guy? Will you have your definitive answer then? I mean, I'd like to think so. I mean, yeah, if he beats you again, there's your definitive answer. Sugar Sean O'Malley is just better than you. Cope. And even if he's not better, even if, that was just his night and Aljo beats him 9 out of 10 times, on that night, August 19th, 2023, that night belonged to Sean. He deserves his flowers. He deserves his respect. And Aljo just needs to swallow his pride. But with that being said, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Hit that subscribe button and peace out.